Alrighty, boys, what is going on? Young Hexy back here with another video. If you guys are new to the channel, we do daily gameplay videos around here trying to showcase our offense and defense at the highest level possible while showing you guys live gameplay. So, we are in the start of the new ranked season, so we gotta go and just start winning. So, I got top 100 ranked at the end of the season. Oh, man. And I ended up getting our boy Wyatt, and the reason I got him is because he was the most expensive. So I don't think any of the ranked cards are worth keeping. So if you guys do want to keep the players, I don't think that's the best idea. And the reason for that is Zero Chill will be dropping 0 AP like frozen bucket players. So what that means is basically a frozen bucket is what they did last year was basically there were AP, like 0 AP abilities that were frozen for a certain time period, but we found out that the time period is actually insanely, oh my gosh, very good, Dion, very, very good. The time period is extremely large. It's till January 15th or something. So, yeah, like any player who doesn't have that is just not going to be on the field. So, simple as that. All right, so defense, we're in cover 3 sky. What we do is we blitz our right linebacker to create an overload blitz off the left side of the field. The reason we create this overload blitz is, wow, I mean, just, you got to tip your cap sometimes. That's the tip your cap kind of play. The reason we overload blitz off the right is because most quarterbacks are right-handed. So, as you see right here, we have a blitz coming off the right. He had to make a very, very tricky throw under pressure, and we drop our D-end into coverage. A lot of people will ask me, how do I get this D-end into coverage? It's actually really simple. So all you're going to do is, oh, I couldn't switch there, but played good enough defense. All you're going to have to do is go to your MUT lineup menu. When you go over, hover over the D tackle, and you can put any strong safety in at D tackle. You want to make sure you put him in at D tackle 1, and then that will put Jamal Adams or whatever strong safety you want down there on the line of scrimmage. So this guy's going back to his little auto motion. Everything's bagged. We have really good defense. He throws it over the top, and look at that. Bunch X nasty. Doesn't really see our way. Doesn't really see its way on our field. We do a very good job of beating the Bunch X nasty meta, and I think a lot of that goes just towards playing it so much. So on offense, we are in the Minnesota Vikings playbook. What we do is we put a gadget at halfback. What that does is it allows us to get a third receiver on the field in I form. So usually in I form, this is a running back, fullback, tight end, and then 2 receivers. If you put a gadget at halfback, that allows you to have now 1, 2, 3 receivers, 1 fullback, and a tight end, creating a 3-1-1 personnel, or also known as an 11 personnel. You may wonder, what is the significance of this? Well, when you have a 11 personnel on the field, that means you can audible to any other 11 personnel. So we come out in under center with an 11 personnel, so we can audible up to like a gun bunch, a gun tight, a gun spread, any sort of gun formation really, because most gun formations are 11 personnel. So we won our first game. Let's go get on into game 2. All right, boys, here we are in game 2. We're just going to be doing our quick substitutions. In the coaching menu, we go off, disable, and then close and pinch. We then go to our 3-3 odd, and I would recommend, if you guys do have a team, I recommend like a really good team, you would put Dion up top. And the reason for that is he's 99 speed, and he will be 98 speed. He will be 98 speed after all of like the 5 plus 5 boost is gone. And how he will be that is you get 3 speed, 2 from, okay, so he's 93 speed base, right? You get 2 from the theme team, you get 1 from Crystal, so that brings him up to 96. If you have Shadur in your lineup, that brings him up to 97. And then there's a Blitz boost that is +1 speed, which is bringing him up to 98. So that is a 98 speed wide receiver and cornerback that needs to be on your field. With that being said, it means you also have to have Shadur. So tricky. But 98 speed up top, especially when we are running cover 3 and we need our deep safety to be absolutely athletic. I feel like it's very hard to pass up. And even though we're getting all these 0 AP abilities coming soon, I doubt any of them are going to be 98 speed. So, yeah, I think having Dion is very important, and we'll see in the long term how important it is, but I just don't see any need to get rid of him right now. Like, I was looking, maybe do I sell him? Do I not sell him? I'm not going to. I'm going to keep him. I think he is a very, very, very valuable player to have on our field, so we're going to keep that. And, yeah, we look for value in players. People who are going to hold not even their value, but a spot on the team. Like right here, Fred Biletnikoff, he holds a special value due to his ×3 for the Raiders. We assume we're going to be a Raiders theme team for a while, so Freddie B holds value. Some players that don't hold value, LTD tight ends, LTD offensive linemen, LTD DNs, like those players aren't going to be valuable. Like that new Wyatt card that came out for ranked, he is not going to be extremely valuable for the simple fact that he doesn't get any 0 AP abilities, and you already know EA is going to be pumping out 0 AP abilities for the defensive line. Like, they just are. So, there's going to be 0 AP Dons over the whole entire D-line. There's going to be 0 AP mid-zone KOs, pick guard is deep zone KO, all of that stuff. And we're just going to have to play around with our AP, make sure we have the absolute best setup we can, and we will have that. If you guys do want to stay up to date during the Zero Show promo, I highly recommend you check out our Discord down below. Me and OG2K, we're both in there. We both run the best offensive, and I would say it, we both run the best two offense or off meta schemes in the game. Hands down, no one can compete with that. I 100% believe in that when I do say that. With that being said, we also do compete in like MCS. We compete in all these high level tournaments, and we're always a step ahead team building wise. So if you guys do want to make sure you stay up to date with MUT, I would highly recommend checking out the Discord. And if you do want access to my full scheme, offensive and defensive, go check out civil.gg. Right now, you can use code HEXED for 30% off. That will give you everything I do on offense, fully broken down. Civil helps as well. I mean, there's a ton of great... There's no better place to learn than civil.gg for any sort of level. If you're a beginner, intermediate, it doesn't matter. And that was kind of a bad read, I'm not going to lie. But hey, it's whatever. So, this new play I've been running a lot is this seam divide. And I haven't really talked about it, but I really do want to break it down. So we come out in seam divide, and all we do is we put a drag on Bowers. We then put a either flat or curl on Biletnikoff and stem it up once. Every single one of these routes will beat man, but as he checked in his zone, this is where I like to put a flat on the field. The flat is going to pull hard flats to the sideline. This little swing route is going to pull hard flats as well. And then we're just going to have to make a read over the middle of the field between these two drags. And right here, we have the right drag. And look how easy that was. And then we have that crosser coming right across the field that absolutely tortures man coverage. So when you have an offense that, or a play that can beat zone and man, you know, you obviously want to call certain plays to beat those kind of coverages. But we like having easy plays. So you have reads versus every sort of coverage. I think that's very, very valuable, very, very important. So yeah, we're going to keep it going here. We go up 7-0, playing a fantastic ball game. There's more bunch combos that I do want to go over time, but we will get into that at some point. And yeah, just daily videos, boys. Every time I kind of find something new or lab something up, I will be informing you. I do want to try to figure out more for the Vikings, even though I feel like we don't really lose. Like, I don't want to say we're at a point where we just don't get stopped, but I feel like if we do get stopped, it's kind of like our fault now. So I feel like we kind of mastered the Vikings playbook. So if you guys do have any questions whatsoever about the Vikings, now is the best time to ask, because I do feel like a pro at the whole entire offensive scheme. So anytime you guys have questions, make sure to let me know down below. I'm always willing to answer. You know, I want to help out every single person who wants help. And dude, I don't know what it is about Dante Thornton, but I have got agged more times than I can count by that one singular player alone. I don't know what it is. He actually owns me. Like, he actually owns me. It's insane. But we're going to go into this cover 3 sky. I got Hail Married, everything. And all we're doing, blitzing that linebacker, dropping the D end. And that overloads this right side. And as you see when they run the ball, sometimes that linebacker will come running right through and turn that into a -3. So now that we got him into a -3, we're going to go back into our cover 3 sky. Actually, versus under center, we like going into hot blitz. And a lot of people question, why do I go into hot blitz instead of our other coverage? Partially because if they run a boot, we're going to be able to tackle him like immediately. So, wow, I just spoke it into existence. When people run boots and we just run this defense and contain, it does a really, really good job, which I find extremely huge. So, yeah, cover 3 Sky. Just going to blitz, easy, Woodson. Good. Taylor, drop back. Just cover this middle of the field really well. Sean T, we're back there. And I actually had the worst user of my life. But thank goodness we have Jesse Bates back there. He played it for us. When I play bad players, sometimes my brain just doesn't click like that. But yeah, another game done. Let's go get on into game 3. All right, boys, here we go. We're playing single back trio. So all we're going to do is just come out in this hot blitz. And then I'm just going to put 4 quarters on the field and then contain. And I kind of just hover over the D tackle, try to find a shoot. And there's one singular offense that gives me trouble with stopping the run. And that is none other than pistol deuce close. So if we play anything but that, we're just going to be in this for like run defense. And yeah, you see it kind of just bags. Like all in all, it does a very good job of stopping the run unless you're playing deuce close. So yeah, it is what it is. But we're going to come on this cover 3 Sky here. And this is where we're going to get a little adjusty. And I'm going to contain actually, just in case he does a boot. And oh my gosh, look at me and my callouts today. Today we're just being very sharp with everything we're doing. Great to see. And all we do versus trips is we kind of do a little like cross man coverage. And you can get the full breakdown of this in civil.gg if you guys need. So everything you guys need is up there, but these videos do are live commentary breakdowns. So should help if you guys take away anything. I hope you do. We're going to get better at trying to make sure we explain everything we do. Right there was just a man up on all the impactful players. And then we had a little vert hook and a flat on the left just to kind of help with that corner route. We saw that the corner route might get open. We switched it, easy pick. We come back out in this I-form slot close due to, remember, the gadget package giving us a 3-1-1 personnel. This guy is in a 6-1 defense, which struggles heavily versus this RPO. So all we do is we audible up into the RPO, and then we put our guy onto a flat route. He can only go on a flat route when we audible into it. So if you come out in that play, he will not immediately go onto a flat route. So with that being said, if you guys try to come out in RPO alert bubble, he will not go on a flat route. You have to hot route him. So yeah, up 7-0. Didn't do much, but yeah. If you guys have any questions, please do let me know. This whole entire scheme. I mean, as you see, these past 2 games, we have just ran through the lower level tier of players. You know, they have good teams, but our scheme is really just bat hard. Like, it is hard to get stopped. So, yeah. I haven't seen anyone really run Vikings much. Like, I know people tell me they run Vikings, but I haven't played it yet, which is, like, really weird. I figured I would play it. Maybe the people who run it just don't play me or something, like, on purpose. I don't know, but it would be cool to definitely see someone run the scheme. And right here, he ran an RPO alert bubble. And that was not an RPO alert. That was more of an RPO flat bubble. I got to be out there with my user. Early downs versus shotgun. I do like the cover 3 Sky just because it does a really good job of just giving a base defense. We don't like to overcomplicate things on defense, but yeah, that is something that, okay, so that right there, that's an RPO now that we have in the back of our head. He ran an RPO out of single back trio, so now we got to play for it. So now that he played for that, we're just going to put a hard flat on this Minka and then drop back Taylor. And as you see, we have a nice clean gap right there to go and shoot that dive. I think having a shoot for the dive, absolutely important. We're going to hard flat this guy, contain, and do something like this here. And that was actually a great play. So he did a very simple come out in a single back trio, and now he is figuring out that we are running a cover 4. So what we're going to do with that adjustment is we're just going to man up that side of the field, and we're going to keep going back to this little, okay, I don't like how that played. Just got to move him out a little bit. I thought he would go play that bubble a little bit better, but the principle is we just want to kind of eliminate people from throwing certain passes. So we're just going to call it cover 2 here. And yeah, so this guy is an RPO happy person. Figure that out. When you play RPO happy people, you got to take away the short, because RPO people are definitely people who like to throw short. I'm one of them. I do like to throw short. I think throwing short and then sprinkling in deep, very, very good for an offense. But, okay, single back trio, what we note, he has an RPO, he has a good run, but the run is dependent on a few things. So right here, he calls the little, the boot. That was a good boot right there. I didn't do a good job at all of, oops, okay. Oh, we're kind of cooked. Okay, oh yeah, we're cooked. Oh, that was bad. Okay, I had no defense at all. He did a good job right there. He went and scored, but it's expected. People are good in this game. They're going to score. You just got to get stops. And we already got 1 stop on the game, which is huge. Just got to go get another now. So he's got a little under center single back trio scheme. We've seen this at a high level on the MCS scene from a guy named Nito. He has been running PL and money games and regs and all that for a long time using the single back trio. And all stems off of the RPO, the dive, and then just like a quick vertical. So good play by him. Hey, tip our cap. He played well that drive. Now we got to go and score. So we remember we have good RPO if we need it. We're going to go into one of our base concepts that's a little newer. We're going to wheel our running back, drag our tight end, curl, stem up our middle bunch, and then return. And our first read is going to be this tight end over the middle of the field, and then we're going to switch into this running back wheel. So if you're running zone coverage, it's going to be really hard for you to guard this. Oh, this is something we love to run when we suspect zone coverage. Really, really hard. I actually got this from playing Clef. If you guys know Clef, he's a pro player. He spammed that on me out of a bunch of strong nasty. So I just ran it out of this. So now we're calling this other play that we talked about before. First read is going to be Fred Biletnikoff in the flat. We have him wide open. We're going to take him, and for whatever reason, like my button didn't register. I tried to literally snap and throw the ball, but it didn't throw. So got unlucky. He didn't catch the ball, but happens. Can't be too mad about it. So we're just going to move on to the next play. Another 6-1 play we do like to call is this gun tight flex weak. We're going to audible up here. And the thought here is we want to overload right or left side. And I kind of like overloading the right. So we're just going to go post, stem all the way down, drag, streak, and then corner. And our first read is going to be this Dickerson on this quick little wheel. And this guy could tell that we wanted to go to that because you can see when that guy motioned, he immediately switched Ted Hendricks and got out there. So either he knows the scheme, he knows us, or he just has decent Madden IQ. So yeah. We're going to now streak this tight end, and we're going to get into like a spacing concept where we're just going to look slant to curl to return. So we're going to look quick flat, and we have the curl nice and easy down the middle of the field. Just going to catch that, sit down, turn the chew clock feature on to bring us to the 2-minute. Right now we want to try to limit the amount of play clock that this guy is going to have. So yeah, 2-minute. Very good, very good. Gonna run stretch here, and we want to try to chew out as much as we can so he doesn't see the ball. It's gonna be a hard chew. We're gonna have to get a couple 4th downs here if we do want to complete it, but worst case scenario, we just score and we try to get a stop. So here we go. We run stretch, boom. Got to make sure we stay in bounds, and I was gonna try to hit that sideline a little bit more, but I really wanted to make sure we stayed inbound. So I'm just going to flip this run here, and we're just going to go right, let this clock chew again. We just got to get it under 120 because the chew clock, oh my gosh, wow, I had no speed boost there. Absolutely horrible. That brings us now into a 3rd and 11, which is back behind our wall, or back against the wall kind of position here. Not a position, definitely not ideal, man. Not something you're gonna want to put yourself in, but it's all right. No worries whatsoever. We're just going to go into a very simple concept with an in-route, slant, streak, and return over the middle of the field. We're going to look for the slant. Beautiful. And we get the first. We sit down right here at the 1-yard line. This is absolutely perfect. If we're really trying to chew out and win a game, I don't hate kneeing the football right here. I also don't hate just trying to score. And if we get stopped, we get stopped. So we're just going to run stretch. If we have a wide open touchdown, we're going to take it. But, I mean, he got a shed. So we're just going to naturally chew him out. Kind of just play with the way the Madden gives us the game. So right here, once again, if we can score, we're going to score. And we're going to score. Take it. If I'm playing a pro tournament, I'm going down right there. But this guy was in single back, and it didn't seem like he had a very high-powered offense. So you kind of got to read your player. I think there's more of a chance that he can maybe mess up here before half and put himself in a position where he can't come back, rather than him, go and score a touchdown on us. So we get ball at halftime here. Either way, worst case scenario, he scores a touchdown, ties it up before half. But best case scenario is he makes a mistake, we score before half, we go up 2 possessions, and get ball at half. So I'm going to keep playing it like that. Going to go into this hot blitz 3, and all we're going to do is kind of just, just get ready for the boot. Good, we have the in, and I thought we had the in covered. Didn't really have it there, but I mean, as you see, like, he's not in a great position to really do anything here, much of. So we're just going to wait, look at that. And you see, his offense is just not very high-powered. Nothing against him, but this is the way he kind of plays. He doesn't play very as a high-powered player. So we're not going to stress about, doing much high-powered stuff. And as you see right there, we put a cloud on that right side of the left side of the field to help with that corner out in case it gets burnt. You saw it beat the man. Didn't see that guy out there, threw that interception. And what did I say before? I felt like he had a high chance of throwing the game more than us not getting a stop. So perfect, huge score right there. We go up 14-7, and that's kind of just what you need to do. All right, here we go. Just gonna go curl, return, drag, and then beautiful. Nice, easy drag. We take it. We cut up the field. Look at Bowers breaking a tackle here. We're going to burn our first timeout of the drive, going back to that concept with the wheel, the drag, the curl, and the return. Beautiful concept. Very hard to guard. Very, 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 very hard to guard at any single level. If you run that concept versus anyone, you're going to have a very high success rate. I guarantee it. So, yeah, very good. We're just going to come out, streak, corner, put this guy in a motion wheel. We're going to look for him off initials. And as you see, he really went down. And he actually gave up the corner route, which I did not see off initials. My fault. Now, if I saw that, I would have chucked that corner out into the end zone. But I didn't see it. So I'm human just like you guys. I misreads. But our misread turned into 8 yards. So we can't be too mad. We're just going to go... we're just going to go RPO bubble here. It looks wide open. Looks wide open here. We're just going to go RPO bubble. And 6-1 does a really hard job of just guarding this. So kind of just got to fight around. And, man, terrible stick by me. Didn't end up getting a touchdown. But this will give us a good opportunity to kind of see what we're working with here on a 2-point play. So this is kind of like a good 2-point rep. And one of the plays I do like a lot is coming out and putting a wheel on our running back, a flat here, a return, and then a drag. So something like this. We're going to look for the quick wheel. And as you see, the wheel just sits in a beautiful spot. Very, very, very easy touchdown. We make him quit. We play a beautiful game of offense, a beautiful game of defense. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Trying to break down a little bit more in the videos. If you guys did enjoy, let me know down below. I appreciate y'all boys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.